Hello everyone, so I'm just going to get straight into this tutorial. So I'm doing a nice purple cut crease. So first of all, I'm going in with a concealer product. I'm just underlining and also overlining, sort of mapping out the template of my brow. And then I'm just patting that to set onto the eyelid to start priming. I'm then going in with a cream eyeliner in a brown shade, and I'm just going to fill in my brows how I would do with a cream product. So I'm just basically sketching out brow hairs just to create a very natural looking hairy textured brow. I've just applied some masking tape just so we can get a really nice sharp outer line, and then I'm just concealing the rest of my eyelid that I didn't do earlier just to prime the eyelid, and again I'm patting to set that product on top and also underneath my eye. I'm then going in with Beautiful Irish Eyeshadow from M.A.C, oh, that's a bit of a mouthful, and I'm just buffing this into my crease. I'm just starting in the middle of the crease and then I'm buffing it out towards the edge to create a nice sort of straight flick. And then I'm going in with this highlight shade from the Shaaanxo and BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm just highlighting my brow bone and also my inner corner, and then I'm just going back in with that purple shade just to make sure that none of it has been removed. I'm then going in with Parfait Amour from M.A.C again, and I'm just deepening that crease up even further. It's ideal to go into the crease with a couple of different shades just to really add dimension to the eyelid, and again I'm pulling that outwards towards the masking tape and blending it with the other colour. I'm then taking this dark purple from a Makeup Revolution palette, and I'm just deepening that crease and outer flick even further. Going back in with that concealer and that eyeshadow brush, I'm now going to cut out my eyelid. So I've just created sort of a half moon semicircle on the actual eyelid, and then I'm going to flick it out towards the outer corner. So I've connected, as you can see, the bottom of my eye up to the masking tape. It's kind of as if you're doing winged eyeliner, and then you just want to join the semicircle to that wing area. I'm then setting that concealer product with Digit from M.A.C. It's a really beautiful shimmery purple shade. And then I'm going in with a black cream gel eyeliner, and I'm just doing a nice wing, sort of following the shape of the cut crease that we have created. And also, while the eyeliner is still wet, I'm setting it with a black eyeshadow, so you'll see me go in different sort of parts. So I've done part 1 was that little outer area, then part 2 is that inner corner, and I'm setting after each step because you want that product to be wet so it clings onto the powder. And we'll go away to a different place. I will then remove the masking tape and clean up any fallout that there may be underneath the eyes. Seeing as we've used a lot of product and I haven't tapped off any excess, there will be quite a bit of fallout on the skin, especially from the black shadow. I've then gone back in with my concealer product, and I'm just concealing underneath my eyes with the first layer of concealer, and I'm just neatening up that eyeliner, and I'm also prepping the underneath of the eye for the eyeshadow application. To highlight the inner corner of my eye, I'm going in with this stacked pigment set from M.A.C. This is from a long time ago. My friend actually bought it for me for Christmas. I just used the lightest lilac shade, and then I also put I believe it's Reflex Gold glitter from M.A.C Cosmetics just over the lid, and as you saw I used some eyelash glue to stick that onto the eyelid. I've then just lined my waterline with a black liner, and then I've gone back in with my eyeshadow products in the same order as what we did on the top, just to really smoke out that lower lash line, and I've also applied a black shadow as well to really smoke out that eyeliner. To amp this up even further, I'm going in with a coloured eyeliner and I'm just mapping out my cut crease even further, just creating a really neat line, and it just adds a little bit of a different texture and a different colour in there as well. From where they came, and they will not be. Again, I've just removed any fallout that there may be, and I'm going in with M108 Eldora false eyelashes and just applying them as close as I can to my natural eyelashes. For foundation today, I'm going in with a L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, I believe it is, and I'm just applying it to my skin with a foundation brush and then just buffing it and pressing it into the skin. To highlight and conceal my skin even further, I'm going in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm applying it in a fairly triangular shape underneath my eyes and also down the centre of my face, and then I'm buffing and pressing it into the skin using a Real Techniques contour brush. I've then just gone in and tidied up any eyeshadow that may have been moved by the concealer or covered, and then I'm just applying some mascara to my top and bottom lashes, I believe, and then I'm going in and contouring my skin. So I'm just going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I'm just taking a couple of shades and just sculpting out my cheekbones and also around my forehead and nose. To highlight my skin today, I'm using M.A.C Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm just patting and buffing this onto the tops of my cheekbones, also where the arch of my brow is, down the centre of my nose, and also on my cupid's bow, just to bring some light and dimension into my skin. And then I'm going in with a nice pink toned bright blush and just applying this in between these sort of shimmer and contour shades, just blending everything together. I'm then taking some powder and I'm just setting around my face just to give a little bit more extra coverage and also just neatening some bits up. I'm then going in with mascara and doing my bottom eyelashes. Now I use a different mascara, of course, but I've now just coated my bottom lashes and just reapplied any eyeliner that may have moved. And then I'm going in with a nice sort of browny nude lip liner, and I'm just going to line my lips in a fairly thickish line, not doing anything too crazy and not filling the lip in entirely. I'm just taking my little finger and just blending that line out ever slightly just so it's not too harsh, just so I'm starting the blend already. And then I'm going to go in with a nice pale lipstick. This is Myth from M.A.C, and I'm just going to apply this up to that lip line. As you can see, it kind of blends in as you apply it, but I'm just going to blend it even further again with my finger just to make sure there's no real harsh lines, because I'm not a total fan of that. And then this is the finished look. I hope you really enjoyed this makeup look. Thank you so much for watching as always and taking the time out of your days, and I will see you in my next one.